Working together is a strategy. Appearing together or not together is also a strategy. We've been working together. We have been building synergies. And even when we used not to appear together, it was also good for the party. For 2020, this is a beginning point. We shall be addressing press conferences together when called. And for avoidance of doubt, there's no turning back. All those soothsayers, those who are praying that there's division, the witchcraft doctors, and that this party is going to collapse because the two people don't work together. We have been working together, only using different dimensions. I don't want to enter the philosophy of logic. We are working very well. And 2020, these 10 years, is going to build for the party another 20 years. Anyone who wants to say to the contrary, that is your wish. Secretary General, back to you, madam.
Financial implications.
Period.
So thank you.
Mu Luganda eya Tanga Odoi. Fe tukolagana bulungi nnyo ne Secretary General. Secretary General mukozi ate mukozi nnyo. Tanga Odoi mukozi ate mulungi nnyo. Kwegamba tubadde ne strategies zaffe. Eyo strategy tebadde difference nene. Eyo strategy mu administration. Tuyogedde bulungi nnyo lwakuba ayogedde bulungi nnyo ate I want to kusima her for leading such a press conference. 2020 about opposition muwedde lwakuba kati tuli bulungi nnyo tuli mu steering wheel abalinayo ŋŋambo kuva leero musigale ewaamwe. Webale nnyo Secretary General.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tang. The national chairman of NRM gave guidance that for those members of parliament who didn't vote, who didn't move with the party when we were having constitutional amendments, they will not be invited, and we don't expect, since they will not have invitations, they will not come to attend the national conference. And so, when you talk of somebody planning to come and cause havoc, we have already written to the IGP as per the Public Order Management Act to offer security to us, to the different venues, and we have also attached whatever we are required to attach. So we expect government to offer security to these Ugandans who are coming to do their constitutional roles. This is a national conference, not for elections. It's a national conference majorly to handle issues to do with the Constitution. And also, but it is also within the powers of the national chairman. In his keynote address, he can cause discussion around whatever he chooses to explain or to discuss with the members of the national conference. And that's why there is communication from the chair on the agenda. But the national conference will also be receiving a report from the Secretary General from 2015 to date. So this is the issue of solo candidate cannot arise in this national conference because we are not going to hold elections. And when it comes to holding elections, the Electoral Commission will bring out all of the guidelines for the elections for within the structures of the party, for the leadership, but also for primaries for the various offices as we take on other political parties and individuals for the next general elections. The purpose of this conference is to have amendments to the national constitution, which the NRM constitution, which was reprinted in 2015. The process of actualizing these amendments involves convening the constitutionally mandated conferences as below. The national conference will be held on the 25th of January 2020 But on the 24th, we shall have the National Executive Council, which people call NEC. And then we shall have the Central Executive Committee meeting on the 23rd of January 2020. I want to take this opportunity to inform the public who are the members of the National Conference as stipulated in the Constitution of NRM, which is under Article 11, Clause 2. These include the National Chairperson, the First Vice National Chairperson, the Second National Vice Chairperson, who must be a female, members of the National Executive Council, members of the NRM Municipal Executive Committees, members of the NRM Municipal Councils, promoters of the NRM organization, executive committees of NRM branches in the diaspora, we've capped it at 10, NRM members of Parliament or parliamentary flag bearers, NRM members of the East African Legislative Assembly, members of the NRM Historical Leaders Forum, members of the NRM National Executive Committees of all special organs, NRM chairpersons of districts, stroke our flag bearers, municipality mayors, members of the NRM district executive committees, members of the district executive committees of all special organs, NRM members on district councils, chairpersons of sub-county conferences, 20 special guests invited by the national chairperson. The lists of delegates to attend the conference have been verified and approved by the district NRM leadership. These are going to be displayed at the NRM district offices for any one person to view and ensure that only those on the list attend the conference. Accreditation for National Executive Council will be on the 23rd of January, while for the National Conference will be on the 24th of January, and both will be held at Kololo Airstrip. All delegates are expected to transport themselves to Kampala. This conference is being organized by the National Secretariat under the supervision of the Oversight Committee comprising of some members of the Central Executive Committee, headed by the First Vice Chairperson, Right Honorable Alhaj Moses Chigongo. Below we have the Oversight Committee, which is the Central Organizing Committee headed by the Secretary General, Right Honorable Kasule Justin Lumumba, deputized by Honorable Richard Todwongo. But it is constituted of the chairpersons of the 8 subcommittees. The 8 subcommittees are Protocol Accreditation and Security, headed by Kasule Justin Lumumba, Finance and Welfare, headed by Honorable Rose Namayanja and Sereko, Documentation, Rapporteuring and Program Management, headed by Honorable Richard Todwong, Publicity, Media, Entertainment, headed by Honorable Alisemera Jeni Babiha, headed by Mrs. Mire Babalanda, from Chairman's Office, NRM Chairperson's Office, Venue, Works and Branding, headed by Dr. Tanga Odoi, Transport and Accommodation, headed by Honorable John Arimpach Judge, and the Legal Committee, headed by Senior Counsel Oscar Chihika. The public is here cautioned that only those whose names appear on the approved lists will be allowed to access the accreditation centers and also Nambole for the national conference. So I call on all our supporters, members of NRM, in case you are not part of the participants who are clearly stated in the Constitution of NRM, please, my prayer to you is that you don't come, because we have always had these issues. Please, I request you don't come, because you don't fall in this category, and we have not catered for you for anything. So delegates are also advised to come with their national IDs. So I thank you. It is people power.
This is the
NRM. Press, that is the information I wanted to give, and you help us relate to the public. Yes.
So members of the
Any question? The exact number is 14,955 delegates. So 15,000 minus 5, you get the exact number. That's the total number. Then why amendments now? It's because you remember the party took a decision to have full-time teams to do the party work. So we have been here full-time and we have realized there are issues that are not going on well, what one would call a lacuna. So that's why we made these proposals. But there is also the issue of how practical it is, but also the financial implications, especially when we are holding internal elections. We've realized it has been so costly for us, and we thought the party should also look at the option of taking on different ways of holding elections that will be manageable within the logistics of the party. So, maybe I repeat in abantu betusuubira okubeera namba y'aba delegates gye tusuubira okubeera